As an adult, there's not a lot of organic opportunities to actually interact with one another. But the arcade community is unique in the sense that like you come to one place and after that you basically play the game that you like and you just be with each other's company. This is the very, very rare opportunity where you actually get to meet each other that has similar interests with you.
We met through Pump It Up. Like we just saw each other, we playing the same game, and then that's how we became friends.
We actually met in my poly CCA. I didn't know that he was playing Maimai at first. So I would see him like, yo, you're here, let's go for one round.
It's always nice to see a familiar face when you enter the arcade. It's like entering a second home in a sense.
When I first started playing, it was during my JC years, right? And JC was very, very stressful for me. After a long session of studying of a whole week, just come to the arcade. And when I see people here playing, all my friends here, then I'll naturally lose myself.
I think similarly for me, the arcade really helps me de-stress. And I think like Pump It Up is a very, very interesting game because it has different elements mixed together with music and with the endorphin boost from the sweating. And you also get to meet people who you enjoy being together with. I think that's just a huge win.
So Maimai is a music rhythm game where you have to see these circular notes or star notes that come from the center as it goes out into the circumference of the circle, and then you have to tap the button or the screen. You would need hand-eye coordination for this game. It can be a solo or a team game, but in the perspective of a team, you want to achieve like the same score where both players get the benefit rather than playing a solo game.
Honestly, I would think Pump It Up would be one of the simplest games to play because at its very, very basic, right? You just see arrow moving up the screen, and when the arrow meets the target on top of the screen, then you just hit it. Of course, when you go to a higher level, more arrows come out from the bottom to the top of the screen, right? So in that sense, games get harder because you need to press faster or you need to press multiple buttons at the same time.
I would say generally it's mostly all friendly competition because everyone in this community is mostly aiming to improve themselves as a player and achieve a higher scores individually. So usually most of the time when we see another friend or another player of ours, we will usually just encourage the player, and once they get it, we will share with them also, that kind of thing.
Say it's not toxic. Even through playing, we just mostly learn from each other. We see people better than us, then we learn from their techniques. Because Pump It Up requires a lot of techniques, especially the high level you go. So if you want to progress through higher level songs, naturally you need to learn from people who are better than you.
Nowadays, I definitely get these questions about why are you still going to the arcade? Can't you just play the games from home? To me, coming to the arcade and actually making friends together as a whole, we want to achieve something in the game where it will make us feel happy. Although we can get that satisfaction from online games, mobile games, but it's not really physical, It's not the same.
And I think the Pump It Up community is great because in general, as an adult, we don't really get to interact each other a lot. There's not a lot of organic opportunities to actually interact with one another. But the arcade community is unique in the sense that you come to one place and after that you basically play the game that you like, that you are passionate in. And basically it's just pure fun and enjoyment. From there, you can move on to maybe you get to know each other at a more personal level.
The arcade is a place for me to completely disconnect myself from the world. Especially when I play Pump It Up. I normally use 100% of my focus and effort because it's both a mental and physical game. Especially when you're with your best friends here, even more satisfying. So.
Aww, he called you guys his best friend.